Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. So I have been wearing tape-ins now for almost a year. Wow, that's so crazy. I've been wearing tape-ins for almost a year and I've learned so many things and I've learned so many ways to take care of my hair, especially being a Black woman with 4C hair who wears tape-ins. So if that's you, if you're a Black woman with 4C hair or just a Black woman in general and you just want knowledge on tape-ins and how it affects our hair, I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 tips and things that I've learned. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the number one thing that I want to talk about is, are tape-ins considered a protective style? And my answer for that is no. A lot of people get tape-ins or want to get tape-ins because they think the maintenance is easy and it's going to be a lot of less maintenance and you don't have to do anything. And I'm here to tell you guys that is 100% not true. I probably do more work with my tape-ins than I do with any other hairstyle that I've ever had, whether that be a sew-in, whether that be box braids, or anything else. Tape-ins is like a full-time job, especially on wash day. I have a full detailed tutorial on how I install my tape-ins as well as how I wash my tape-ins when wash day comes around. So I will link that below for you guys. That way you guys are more than welcome to go check that out. But yeah, tape-ins is not a protective style. It is not something that you can just do to your hair and just not have to worry about it or forget about it. It's an everyday job. Every day your hair needs to be maintained. So tape-ins is not considered a protective style. Even if you were to get like a curly texture and wear your hair naturally curly, it's still not considered a protective style because of the glue. Anything with glue or adhesive or anything like that is deemed not considered a protective style. So yeah, I just would like for everybody to keep that in mind because honestly, you guys, let's keep it real. My hair is heat damaged from wearing tape-ins because I only wear my tape-ins straight. And that's okay because I'm a licensed professional and I know how to deal with my hair. But yeah, tape-ins are not a protective style in any type of way, shape, or form. You do have to do your hair every single day. Moving on to one of the probably the more important things in my opinion. On my last video, a lot of you guys were asking me like, how do you oil your scalp? My hair is so dry. If I don't oil my scalp is itchy and like I have to put oil on my scalp. And unfortunately with this hairstyle, you cannot put oil on your scalp. Every single video I have ever watched or done my research, no one ever puts oil or any sort of alcohol-based product or anything like that on the scalp because it acts as a remover. So basically, the way that you remove your tape-ins is with an oil. So if you're putting oil on your scalp or any sort of alcohol on your scalp, all it's gonna do is just make the tape-ins slip out and it's gonna remove them, which is the opposite effect of what you really want the tape-ins for. When you're wearing tape-ins, you can wear them between like 6 to 12 weeks, depending on your hair and how you take care of them and how you maintain them. But if you are putting oils and everything on your scalp, you're just loosening up that adhesive and it's going to cause your tape-ins to essentially slip out. So what I like to do is when it's wash day, I put oil on my like mid shafts to my ends, very small, like maybe a pea size to a dime size amount of oil. And I do not put oil on my scalp. What I do to prevent my scalp from itching and being flaky and dry is first I'll go in with the clarifying shampoo, and then after that I will go in with a hydrating shampoo. And what that does is the hydrating shampoo kind of acts as that moisture that you need to put back on your scalp because you cannot put any oils on your scalp. And again, I have a full detailed tutorial on my channel all about how I wash my hair for wash day with tape-ins, and I go way more in depth explaining all of that. So I will make sure I link those videos in the cards and down in the description box below. But yeah, you cannot put oil on your scalp or any sort of alcoholic based product on your scalp. It will literally just make your tape-ins fall out. Even conditioners, which I want to talk about that next because even conditioners will do that as well. So with conditioners, the way that it works is normally when you condition your hair, you only condition your ends really. You do not need to condition your scalp because that's not the driest part of your hair. Your ends is typically the driest part of your hair. It's typically the part of your hair that needs the most moisture. So you want to focus on the mid shafts to the ends when it comes to putting conditioner on your hair, right? Because you use shampoo to cleanse the scalp and then you use conditioner to moisturize the hair. So you do that on your mid shafts to your ends. But conditioner can also act as an adhesive as well. So I'm sorry, not an adhesive. A conditioner can also act as a remover as well because it's super slippery and it has like oils and things that hydrates your hair. So if you put conditioner on your scalp, girl, your tape-ins are going to fall out. Trust me, I've done it. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, I'm gonna condition my hair, and you know, my scalp was a little dry, so I'm gonna add a little bit of conditioner all over, and anywhere that the conditioner touched, that tape came smooth out, okay? So key tip, if you don't ever have any remover, you can use alcohol or you can use conditioner, and it'll take a little bit longer, but it'll get the job done. So do not use conditioner on your hair at all, because not on the roots at least, because it will literally make your tape-ins fall out and act as a remover. Okay, so this one that I'm going to talk about next is probably going to be a huge shock, because I feel like no one really knows this. A lot of people don't know this when they get tape-ins. They think, oh, I have one tape-in, that's all I really need per section, blah, 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 so I don't need to purchase a lot of hair. And that is 100% incorrect. When it comes to tape-ins, you need 2 pieces of tape, okay? Let me say that again. When it comes to tape-ins, you need 2 pieces of tape, because you need to sandwich your hair between the tape-ins. It does not only require 1 piece of tape, because you need 1 tape to sit on the top of your hair and 1 tape to sit on the bottom of your hair to sandwich your hair in between the tape. And that is how you get the tape-ins to stick to your hair. So in my last video with Raw Luxury by Lorin, shout out to them for sponsoring this video, by the way, but in my last video that I did with them, which was not sponsored or anything, it was my first time trying tape-ins, and I heard of them from Aaliyah's face. So when I did that video, I told everybody I used about 90 tapes, and they're like, that is way too many, blah, blah, blah. And I had to explain to them, well, in reality, I really only have about 45 pieces in my head, because you need 2 pieces per 1 section. So keep that in mind. You always want to make sure that you buy a little bit more hair than you think you're going to need, because if you're like me and I live in Japan, it's not that easy to just go to the store and pick up more hair or get it overnighted if I run out real quick or anything like that. And who wants to have to deal with that of, you know, running out of hair? But most importantly, I just want everybody to know you need 2 pieces of hair per section, not 1 piece. And I use about 80 to 90 pieces of tape in my hair, especially because I like my hair to be super full. I don't want it to look thin. I want it to look super full and dense. So keep that in mind when you are purchasing your hair. I will make sure that I have all the links and everything linked down to Raw Luxury by Lorin, along with my discount code. That way you guys can shop there as well and pick up your hair, girl, because this hair is bomb, okay? It is literally, I've tried like 4 or 5 different hair companies with tape-ins, and I always come back to Raw Luxury by Lorin. If you check out my channel, you know I've tried a few different brands, a few different companies, but Raw Luxury by Lorin just gets it right with the texture, like with everything. Like, it is just so bomb. They have raw virgin hair. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I love it, and it just makes the process a lot easier. I have never seen anybody apply tape-ins on curly hair. It's always stretched out, and then they go back in and curl the hair and wet it and do whatever they need to do. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, because that is extremely important, as well as make sure you guys are washing your tape-ins and prepping them properly before you apply them. They're not like bundles to where you don't have to necessarily wash your bundles, or you can install your bundles without having to wash them. With these, Raw Luxury by Lorin, the brand, wanted me to make sure that I reiterate that you need to wash and detangle and condition your tape-ins before applying them to your natural hair. That way you have a smoother process, and it is a lot more easy, and the hair is more stretched, so it's not putting a lot of damage on your hair when you have to go in and, you know, detangle it and press it and straighten it and do all of those things. If you do this step beforehand, it'll make your process a lot easier. So make sure that you wash and prep your hair beforehand, your natural hair and the tape-ins. All right, you guys, well, that is the end of this video. I know that I did not show you guys the entire process. This was more of an educational video for you guys. I just wanted to give you guys my top 5 key points. I do have another video with Raw Luxury by Lorin here on my channel. I will link it down below, where I go into depth all about it. I show you guys the parting. I show you guys all of those things. So if you want to see that, make sure you guys go check that out. As well as I have a video video on my channel all about how I wash my tape-ins when it comes to wash day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to Raw Luxury by Lorin for sponsoring this video. I absolutely love their hair. If you guys are looking to buy some hair that will last you a very long time, that is quality, that is great hair, that matches your natural hair texture perfectly, I highly recommend reaching out and getting your hair from Raw Luxury by Lorin. I'm wearing the 22-inch deep curly hair, and I absolutely love it. Love, love, love. Even if I don't straighten my hair for like a week and a half to 2 weeks, it still looks so natural and it looks like my natural hair. I'm obsessed with it. I highly recommend Raw Luxury by Lorin over any other brand that I have ever tried that does tape-ins. So make sure you guys go check them out. All the links will be down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.